Good morning. This will actually be part one of the timing chain job, inspecting the cause of failure of this timing chain on this 2012 Mercedes-Benz or 2013 ML350. Let's kind of take a look at this. This here is your timing chain tensioner. This is your guide. Look how loose that is. This thing makes a hell of a noise while the engine is running. You can see how loose the timing chain is. So this timing chain tensioner is all the way in. It's not even out. These cam phasers also go bad. So we're going to take this timing case cover off and let's see what's going on with it. So we have our transmission removed from the engine because we want to get this set up on the engine stand, excuse me. Pretty simple at this point. 2 motor mount bolts. Get the engine on the engine hoist and let's get it on the stand. All right, I want you guys to stay with me because we are moving. All right, we are apart. Well, we got some drama with this one. You can see the chain is loose. Broken timing guide here. But come on over here on this cam. Check out this cam right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is worn. We come down to the lifter. So is the lifter is worn. And even the ones over here are worn. We're going to get this apart. This thing may need an engine. Come back for the next part. All right, here's a quick update on the Mercedes-Benz ML350 that we're in the middle of doing a timing chain job on. We took it apart thoroughly, just kind of inspect, make sure our cylinders and everything is good, which they are. But here's the direction that this is going to take right here. Instead of doing the timing chain and the guides, if you recall, we also have a bad cam here, and we have lifters and we have rockers that we're going to replace as well. In addition to that, we also have a bad camshaft sprocket on this one here. So instead of going in here, I think it'd be foolish to go in here and replace just one cam and one sprocket. I would want to do all cams since they all had the same mileage, and of course all sprockets. By the time we do that, it's going to run the numbers up through the roof. We're actually going to replace the engine. We got a used engine coming in with 65,000 miles. Number one here, another Mercedes-Benz with timing chain issue. 2014 Mercedes-Benz C300. That we have actually not timing chain issues. We actually have bad camshaft sprockets that we're going to replace. Separate reel coming up on this one. Timing chain week this week for Mercedes-Benz. So here's part two. Our engine has arrived for the Mercedes-Benz ML350 with the cam and camshaft sprocket failure. All right, here's our replacement engine. Remove the intake manifold so we can access the spark plug and coils that came with this vehicle. With this engine. You can see these coils are bad. They're arcing. We're going to do 6 new plugs and 6 new coils with this engine. Now I'm going to show you guys something. These are the original coils that came with the vehicle. They're bad as well. They're arcing. We're going to replace them. That's the reason why. Also with this, we're going to replace the engine mounts on this because that one is okay, but this one here is broke. So we're going to do 2 new engine mounts. Like I was saying, pretty straightforward. You got 6 new plugs and 6 new coils installed on this engine. We're going to get this intake manifold mounted. All right, welcome back. This will be the last and final chapter of the Mercedes-Benz ML350 that we are replacing the engine. Like I told you in the prior one, 6 new coils, 6 new plugs. We also got new engine mounts going on. Let's get this transmission mounted and get this thing back up in the cradle. All right, pretty straightforward here. We engine hoisted the transmission up the level and we're getting our transmission bolts installed. Just straightforward. We're about to get this thing back up in the cradle. All right, check this out. I know you guys love seeing this. We have everything back together. We have our exhaust manifolds and catalytic converters back on both sides. We have an intake manifold back on. Again, same thing over here, catalytic converter mounted. We are ready to get this thing lowered down and get this engine back up in the car. Okay, we have another engine install going on here. We have the body of the car coming down on the chassis. We like to have the whole crew over here to make sure everything gets centered and go well. We got the 4 bolts to tighten up the subframe to the body of the car. Up in the air it go, and this install is complete. All right, we are back up in the vehicle with the engine and chassis. Pretty much is simple. The reason why I like doing it this way, we got 4 bolts that mount the subframe to the vehicle. 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. 4 right here in the middle. It makes it all easy just to kind of go up. Everything's completely together, engine and trans, the whole powertrain. All we got to do on the bottom right now is put our exhaust up, and under the bottom of the vehicle is done. Let's go up top. Check it out. This is what you got up top. When this engine is just installed in the vehicle, pretty much this air box is missing. We just installed the air box, some fuel lines at the back, got our ECM and everything hooked up, cooling hoses, very minor stuff to do. It goes up one unit complete. We're gonna actually get some coolant in this vehicle and get this thing started up. All right, another job's in the book. Check it out. You hear that? Sounds beautiful. This job is complete. Let's close the hood, besides getting it cleaned up, obviously. Can you hear that? Excellent. All right, after a 15-minute test drive, I'm back into the shop, and we are good. This vehicle had 138 on it, 139. This job is complete. Thanks for watching.